But then, I asked before about weeds, and if you look on these rows,
Yeah.
it looks like there's all kinds of things growing. It looks very bushy.
Yes, it is.
And here you think there might be a few weeds mixed in with,
Yes,
with
there
what we
are a
want to
few
grow.
of them. So yes, it's also a question, of course, of time, and it takes some time to read the bed. But on this particular bed, there was actually chervil that we can see. It's this plant.
What is that?
Chervil. It's like this. You can see it, a fresh one that I planted a bit later, and you can put it in. You can make a soup out of it. It's
Chervil, eh?
yes.
And that's an English word, huh?
Yes, I think in Dutch it's kervel.
Kervel. Ah,
Kervel.
kervel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It's called chervil in English.
Yeah.
Kervel I wouldn't know.
also,
Dollar careful.
yes, and
Makes people crazy.
it is.
No, I don't know.
Is it?
They say careful, dollar careful. They say it's
Yeah.
dol means mad.
You have to be careful.
I
Careful.
have to check it out. Careful, yeah.
Oh yes. Well, we had a soup of it in
Mm.
springtime, and I
you
think
were
everybody
fine.
is okay in the
Everyone's
community.
still all right. That's good.
For the moment, it's okay.
All right, that's nice too.
And so,
So that was that. That was the
Yeah.
chervil.
and they're already producing seeds
They're
slowly.
They're producing seeds.
So that's why I didn't.
And how do you harvest these seeds?
Well, they will be dry. Then we can just take them. They will just fall in the hand
Okay.
as much as when they are ready.
Okay, so the seeds will just be on the tips, and then you
Yeah.
just pull it off like
Yes.
that.
And that's the reason why I didn't focus my energy for the moment on weeding this bed, because they already produce the food that we harvest. And
Yeah.
so I'd rather first weed another row, but that would be better to give a little bit of
Yeah, see,
cleaning, of
you
course.
know, like the way that we think in farming in general is that here are our nice plants that we can eat, and then there are these demoniac plants which just grow up
Yes.
in our garden, and they start to strangle our good plants and just kill them,
Yes.
and you don't quite see it like that.
No, because they all have quite a good role to play in the garden. They all serve another plant in some ways. Like we said at the beginning, they keep the humidity for the full bed. And
Yes.
for sure, if you put your hand here, then you would feel that the soil is quite wet. It's very much
But you-
humid
yeah,
than the
okay,
one here.
but you have no problems that any of the weeds grow much more.
Yes.
Sometimes you have weeds, they overgrow
Yes.
everything, and you have like roots that go around the roots of your plants.
Yes, that's
and,
true. Yeah.
And that sort of, and then it looks like your weeds are stronger
Yeah.
than the plants you try to cultivate.
Yes, so that would be good before the weeds getting into flowers. Like this one, we can see that
Yeah.
we can see that there is already some flowers happening. It's good maybe to cut it or to remove it, because
Yeah.
otherwise it will just spread over the place.
Yes.
So that will be ideal. But then we probably need also more people in the garden to
Okay,
really
okay.
do this maintenance.
So this one should go out actually.
This one should go out. Yes.
Oh, then I should do some service.
Here we go. First one.
A little bit of weeding has to be done sometimes.
And then after we keep the weed and we'll put them in the compost full of weed,
Ah.
we can see.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
again do more soil for
Okay,
next
okay.
year, yes.
So it's not
I will put-
waste.
It's not
it's
waste.
useful. It
Uh,
goes in the compost.
Yes. We
But
can
then
do
you don't get all the seeds of the wheat in the compost. So then you make compost, and then your compost comes back full of weeds. How about that?
if we let the weeds growing into flowers and seeds, yes,
Then,
that
okay,
could be the problem.
So you've got to pull the weeds out before
That's
the flowers
really
and the
better,
seeds
yes.
comes. Yes.
But also in these kind of places, like where there is a lot of biodiversity all around
Yeah.
the place,
Yeah.
I think we will always have
A few weeds.
few weeds happening. But
Sure.
yes,
Yeah, it's not a sterile garden.
no.
Lots of things.
So yeah,
Yes. How does it do it?
here we have again this three sisters happening.
Okay,
Remember?
three sisters, and the three sisters were the beans,
Yes.
the courgettes, and of course the
The
corn,
corn,
for
yes.
the beans to climb on.
Yeah.
And here the corn is already growing.
It's growing bigger because
Bigger.
I planted this one
Yeah.
before the other one.
Yeah. And so
Yes.
here it's more like it should be,
Yeah.
where the corns can grow up,
Exactly,
and now
yeah.
the beans will sooner.
Yeah.
There's already a bean. Maybe is that a bean shoot there at the base?
No, here we have a weed actually.
Oh, it's a weed that looks like a bean.
But the beans, there is one bean here. It's a bush beans.
Bush bean.
We
yeah?
can see, and actually the climbing beans I didn't put them yet just because for the reason that we just said, because the other one I was a bit too early. So the
so
climbing beans
yeah.
I will just plant them when they will be ready, and they are waiting on the seedling tables for the
Okay,
moment.
okay.
Yes, but there will be these three sisters.
And the courgette's already growing there,
Yes,
quite a bit.
the golden one.
Yeah, that's a big golden courgette. Yeah.
Yes,
Mm.
and you can see also that if you see all the rows down the field,
Yeah.
like you can count them. Like there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
5 rows.
and
yeah.
the sixth one is actually the first three sister rows that we
Okay.
we
yeah,
were talking.
6,
And so in 6 years, the row over there will welcome the three sister again, because
okay,
we
okay.
go
Yes,
down
yes,
like
yes.
that.
Okay. So you alternate the whole thing. Like
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's look at the other rows and
Yes.
see what you're growing there.
And
Well, we're here already. That this is beetroots, I guess.
same family, but it's mangold.
Oh, it's mango.
Yes. So here we have a mix of potatoes and mangold.
Okay.
And
That's
normally,
the mangold, and then,
yeah.
and then this is what?
so here we have mangold just everywhere here.
Okay.
This is a weed.
Some is red and some is green.
It's actually not a weed. Yes, different colors for the mangold, so, and some are a bit whiter over here.
And what's this thing?
And this thing is a very interesting plant that was here when I was reading the bed here, and I think that it was just too beautiful to remove it. So I'm just waiting and see what will happen with it. And
it's growing all along, huh?
yes, and it's very spiky, so it's better not to work on it, I think.
Okay, but
Yes.
that's interesting.
And here we have the potatoes growing. This
Okay,
is
yeah.
potatoes, this
Good
is
old
potatoes.
yeah.
And so again, to really try to use the land as much as
Mhm,
possible,
mhm.
then normally we grow potatoes alone on a bed. We don't
Okay.
really put another plant with it.
So what about nightshades? So potatoes, eggplants, tomatoes, capsicums
Mhm.
are all nightshades, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
So are nightshades, you always hear things about nightshades. Nightshades are strong plants.
Mhm.
In India, these are imported plants. These are not original plants.
Mhm.
And say you shouldn't. Nightshades are difficult with other plants. Is that true?
Yes, they have some plants that it's better not to put together, but they have also
They have their friends.
they have some friends also, and sometimes we have to find them. Like the
Yes.
potatoes,
Mhm.
I don't really know which kind of friends they have, but this year
Mhm.
I'm trying, for example, to put them in the ground with mango or with.
Okay, so you're experimenting. It's not
yes.
that you have some books that tell you all that. You just
No,
learning
and-
from experience.
And sometimes we can be very surprised because sometimes we can still put two enemy plants which
Yeah.
will get along very well for
Mm.
some different kind of reasons. So
Mhm.
that's always good to experiment. That's
It's
what we
like
do
dogs
here.
and cats, you know.
Yes.
Sometimes
Exactly.
some dogs and cats are the best friends,
Yes.
but others not so.
Yes.
In general, it's dogs and cats are enemies, but
Yes.
not
that's true.
always.
So we have to try to put them together and
Right,
see
right,
what's
right,
happening.
What are the pods over there?
So that's peas.
Oh, that's the piece. Huh?
These kind of peas we can eat them very early, like
Mhm.
the full peas,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
we can also eat only the little peas seeds inside. So
Sure, we can either,
choose.
if we eat early, we can eat the whole pod,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
otherwise
the
we
pod.
have to eat just the seeds, the
Yes.
peas inside. Yes.
Yes, and now it's really it's time to harvest them.
They
so
look like that.
we
yeah.
already harvest a few of them and make some nice soup out of it. And
Very nice.
yes, and we can see with the color of the leaves that they are starting to get old, and so it's really time to harvest also the peas to make some
Okay,
seeds.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the mangold, and then here we have
Here we have broccoli.
this is the broccoli.
We have broccoli on the edge, and we have cauliflowers
Yes,
in the
yes,
center.
yes.
We have a lot of lima beans. That's
Okay,
right.
lima beans.
Lima beans, and we have lettuce.
Lettuce.
Lettuce. So we have again like 3-4 kind of plant in the same bed,
Yes.
and they are good together. They are friendly with each other.
And that mix is a good arrangement.
Yes.
Um,
And
yeah, because what do you do if suddenly you get unwanted bugs that start to eat your plants?
so yes, then could be many reasons for that. Like if there is, for example, we had some bugs that were eating the lima beans,
Yes.
and it was maybe by the end of April that was happening, and one of the insect that eat this little parasite, it's the ladybugs.
Yes.
But the ladybugs, they were not really present here at that moment.
Right.
So if you just wait a little bit, then they will come here and they will just reproduce themselves, and actually the larvae will start to eat all these lice that are on the plant.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes we just have to be a bit patient, and nature will just free the plant from the little insect
Okay.
who eat it.
Do we bring ladybugs sometimes? Can
We
we buy
could-
ladybugs?
You can buy ladybugs actually, but we don't do that.
No,
but
no, but they
but you
do.
could.
They
you
sell
could.
ladybugs,
Yes,
huh?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that.
Yes, we could do that, but yes, normally, especially in that place, they will come one month of the year,
Right,
because it's a really
yes.
attracting place
Yes.
with a lot of flowers and
Yeah.
a lot of
The ladies like it, huh?
yes.
That's
Yes.
good. Yeah.
And here that's quite interesting too. Like when I harvest the broccoli maybe
Oh, yeah, you
2
cut it
weeks
off,
ago.
Yes, yes.
But when we do the first harvest of broccoli, there
yeah.
will be second shoot happening, like
Yeah,
we can see.
yeah.
And well, it's a bit late to harvest it, so I was a bit late for that. But you could almost have half of a broccoli again. So that's still interesting to keep this
Sure,
broccoli and not to
sure,
remove
sure,
it at the first harvest.
Yeah.
Same here, you can see many second shoots are coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And same for the salad. Here for the lettuce, we just harvest leaf by leaf, and then we can see that the lettuce is just growing and growing and producing more leaves. We're not harvesting the full
Yeah,
salad.
you didn't pull out the whole.
Yeah, and then we can really have more.
Okay,
of
that's
them.
interesting. You get more off a plant actually
Yes.
than when you just cut the plant.
Yes,
I see.
yes, and a few of them are already producing flowers and soon seeds, so we can harvest the seeds.
What is that?
It's also a kind of lettuce.
Oh wow, they're
Yes.
really grown.
Yes,
Wow,
and yes,
never saw them like that.
yes, it's when they
when
can
they
grow.
go to seed.
Yeah,
I
they can
understand.
grow quite high, and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.